Hello, welcome back to my crafty corner. This is Sarah. So we're gonna make the covers for our Beautiful Boo mini album that we're gonna make. And I was gonna let you know that I decided to use, because I wanted to add some solid like cardstock or whatever with purple and greens to this. And I was gonna print some, but my printer it gives me fits, and so I've decided that what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my inks, and if I have to, I will just color my own paper. So I have Villainous Potion and Peeled Paint, and I think I'm gonna use the Oxides. So that's what I'm gonna use. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna set these to the side also, and we are gonna wrap our covers. Now I've already cut out my chipboard, and I've cut them down to, I cut 2 pieces at 8 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then I cut my spine at 8 1/4 by 2 1/2. So we're gonna have 4 pages or fins, whatever you want to call it, 4 little different ones in there. So we're gonna have a little bit wider of a spine this time. I think the last few we usually just do like 2, and so I've decided that I want to do 4. 4. So I'm gonna put these to the side for just a minute. I cut down 2 pieces of Tyvek because I'm using this black cardstock, and sometimes this type wants to tear. So I mainly wanted to use black on this. I didn't really want to use any other craft this time, or white. So we're gonna use black, but I'm gonna add that Tyvek. Now this is pretty thick, black cardstock. I'm not sure the pound, but you know, we're gonna see how that'll work, and I hope it'll work out fine. So I cut 2 pieces of this down at, let's see, I cut one at 10 by 4 1/2, and this one would be 10 by 4. So I think I'm gonna use both of these. I'm gonna use one on the back side of the spine, and then we'll have one on the front side. And that might not be necessary, so we'll have to just see. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to put some tape on this. I think I'm just gonna put it around the edge, and I'm gonna use this 3/4 inch tape. Let me move that for just a minute, and we'll do that first. So, and then I think we'll do get it on there straight. I think we'll do glue then on the inside. So first I'm gonna take this piece, and I think I'm just gonna use my tacky glue. Yeah, just use my tacky glue if I can get it down to the end. And I'm just gonna run it. So then we're gonna take our cardstock. Now what I did is I took 2 pieces at 8 1/2 by 11, and I put 2 strips down, and then I just lined up the other sheet with that strip. Well, leaving, and I don't know if you can see that there. So that's just a 1/2 inch there. And we'll have to be pretty precise, I guess, on this, because it's only gonna leave a bare amount on the edge, but I think we're gonna make that work. So, alrighty. So let's go and put this piece down, and I'm just gonna peel up the backing. I don't use Tyvek all the time on the covers, but I thought since I'm using this one and it does kind of give me, you know, I've had trouble with it like ripping in the past, and so I thought, well, we'll just give it. So I'm just gonna line this up so that that part is in the center there. So something like that, and then just flatten that out, leaving about the same amount to the top and bottom there. And then I'm just going to go through and give it a really good press and flip it over and do the same. Okay, and there we go. All right. And then we're going to attach this down to that. So I'm just going to use my tape here. Okay. And then we're just going to center this to the center of the Tyvek, front and bottom and sides, about the same. And as well as we want that 1/2 inch piece here like in the middle of this. We don't want it on the edges, of course. So, and we do want to make sure that we have enough space on the sides for these as well. And maybe I should have measured that out a little bit better. But as long as we have enough that we can wrap over, I think we'll be fine. So I'm just gonna eyeball that to the center, top and bottom, like that. You could lay your ruler down and like measure that out and all that if you wanted to. I'm okay with eyeballing it. Okay. And then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put tape on the edges of this as well. And then I will be back to put those down. Okay, so we have tape around the edges of these, and I'm just gonna take the glue and put in the middle of these as well. You could use, like, if you have, you know, your big rolls of tape. I still have mine. I didn't really want to pull those out. They're over there, so I'll just use this, and it will still work fine. Or you could just use glue. I mean, you don't even have to use the tape. You could use your wet glue. And I don't think I ever do, I don't think I ever do mine the same way twice. So this is, hang on, let me get that tip cleaned off. It's gonna dry before I get it down. It doesn't want to come out very well. Okay, that's good. Good enough, good enough. Bring our piece here back in. I do not really know how the glue does on the Tyvek, so that's one reason why too I got the tape on here. So we will just, ooh, before I do that, I am gonna run a 1/4 inch tape around or down the side here. On both sides. All right, so now before that dries, try to hurry and get that off. Mercy. Okay. And then I'm just gonna put this, lining it up with this piece, which may or may not be very straight. It's not too bad off. So I think I eyeballed it fairly decent. So I'm just gonna set that up against that, using that as my guide and my ruler as my guide, and we'll just put it down. And so that's a very small amount. So if you have 12 by 12 cardstock, that would probably work better. But I do not have, you know, I don't think I have any black 12 by 12 cardstock. It's sad, but I don't. So that's okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off before I put the glue on. Okay, jeez. Beginning to wonder if I was ever gonna get any out. I want pretty good coverage in there, but geez, okay. And then we're just gonna do the same here. Gonna line that up to that score tape and to that, placing that down. Okay. And there we go. And then we'll flip that over. And then just give it all a really good press, and there we go. So then we need to so here's my thing. Do I need that extra layer of Tyvek? You know, I might not, because we're gonna have another piece of cardstock on there. So I think we're just gonna go with the one. With that tape on there, I think it should be fine. So then what we're gonna do is go through, and I'm gonna add tape around the edges of the okay, so let's see if I can get this fixed here. Okay, so I'm gonna use the 1/4 of an inch here on here, and I'm gonna put one alongside this one. Okay, and then I'm also gonna put one alongside here, so that I know that's gonna have a full, you know, full coverage there. And then we'll do the same on this end. And then I'm gonna go through and put this tape on these edges. So I'm gonna get that, and then we'll be back. So we've got our tape around on the edges, and I am gonna miter these corners. Now, we didn't need this much space here. We could have trimmed it down, but I just didn't. So if you don't like that much excess, you can trim it down. So what I am gonna do though is I'm just gonna cut. I'm actually gonna do it with these scissors because they're longer. And I'm gonna cut it in from the smaller side. And I'm just gonna cut it across like that, leaving, you know, about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna do that on all of these sides. And on these, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, so I guess I will have to do it from the long side. Just make sure I don't cut too much away, because I don't want the, you know, the chipboard part to show. All right, so I am gonna take my little scoring tool here, and I'm just gonna run along the outside of that chipboard with this. And this is not necessary either. I find that I think it just helps to score. I think it just, goodness, son. I think it just helps to score that to help it fold. And then we'll just lean it up, working it over on both sides, or all sides rather, not just both, but sides. Whoop. I'm just gonna fold that down. And then even with the little bitty small side, sorry, I know that got really close to the camera there. Oh, maybe. Okay, so I only have so much space here. Alrighty, then we'll just go through and stick everything down. Now I'm gonna go in with the long sides first. Just like doing the long sides first. My trash can's like way over there and everything's falling out of it. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just gonna lean that up. And actually, I feel like, see how it's already cracking there? I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I don't know what it is about this black cardstock. It just does that. Oh, you know, I didn't even think I wanted that inside that. Oh, it's too late now. It's okay. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I didn't even think about the little, see, I didn't peel that. Oh, goodness, Sarah. Goodness, see, I forgot it. Let me fix that. Where is mine? Okay. Sorry, that's a lot of noise. So I'm just gonna pick that up and hopefully pull that out. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel it up. Peel it all the way off, it'll be fine. I hadn't made one in a minute. I about forgot how, I guess. There we go. All right, so let's go. The black is a little bit easier to manipulate than the like the craft, so I think that'll be fine. All right, so then let's go, and we're gonna do these. I'm gonna lift that a little bit too, just to get that out. And I'm gonna, you know what, actually no, I think, I'm just gonna roll it up. See, and then I get a little too zealous with my my tool here, and you know, that's okay though. All right, we'll go ahead and pull these, and I'm just gonna take my bone tool and like push the corners in like that. Could have been a little more prepared, but you know me by now, I like to just kind of go by the, fall by the seat of my pants. So I'm just gonna fold that up and fold it over. And that could have been a little neater on the corner there, but that's okay. That's okay. I think it's because maybe I didn't cut quite enough off. I don't know. Okay. Like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's fine though. All right, so that's a pretty good spine. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a piece here, and we want it to be, I think we're gonna go 4.5, because that gives us 3/4 on each side. We can use our, actually I think I'm gonna go just a hair more than that, just a hair. And then we're gonna go to 8. So just get us a piece of black cardstock. Put that aside for a minute. And we'll trim that down. So we're gonna go 4 and 3/4, and then I'm just gonna go a hair over it, just a little bit. And then we're gonna go to 8. All right. So we have this piece, and it's gonna go just like that. Okay, so we're gonna take, ooh, actually, for this piece, we're gonna go around the whole perimeter of this piece. Hopefully without going over the edges. So then we are going to peel these 2 off. Okay. And we're going to peel these 3 off. Okay. And then I'm just going to center this up as best I can, leaving about 1/8 of an inch over the edge, and I'm just gonna press that center down. And I'm gonna go ahead and peel a piece of that off so I can grab it once I get it in there, because I'm going to then work that down into that hole there. Like that. And do the same with this side here. Ah. And then there we go. That's our covers. And see, you can see here how it is kind of cracked. Like it's cracked there. It's cracked there. But, well, I think you can see it. How it's kind of cracked there. And I think that's just due to the thickness of that card. It is actually pretty thick. So thinner might actually be better. You know. but I really wanted to use black so this time around, so that's what I'm doing. All right, I think that's probably gonna be fairly decent. Yeah, so there's our covers made, right? And probably this is gonna be where we're gonna end this video. Here is just the covers, and then next, so this will be part 2, and then the third part we will do our binding piece here, and then start doing our pages. And I have some ideas for that already that I think I want to do that I haven't really done in a little bit, and that's the ones having the pockets on the side or on the top. I haven't decided yet if I want top pockets or side pockets. I've really been in like a top pocket. I like portrait styles better than I do landscapes, but so it seems like most of what I make is this portrait style, but yeah, so yeah, what that is. All right, so cover's done, and that's all I got for you for this video. We will be back next part with our binding and pages. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. I'd really like to hear from you. You can let me know if there's anything in particular that you would like to watch me do, or do a tutorial on, or anything you'd like to see paper-wise or whatever. Just let me know down in the comment section. And thank you for watching. Bye.